Good morning. It is Monday, August 19th. So, this is going to be a short video. I want to talk a little bit about energy levels, frequency, maybe depression. I don't know. I did a live last night, and it seems like a lot of people are having a really difficult time and maybe doing a lot of that up and down moments, good day, bad day, or at least I was. And as I take a poll from people on my channel, it seems like maybe a lot of them are having the same problems. So I wanted to tell you about something that I did on Saturday that I found really super helpful after spending a couple of weeks really struggling with trying to figure out what was going on and trying to, knowing full well from studying, manifesting and law of attraction and everything for a long, long time. And knowing that when your frequency levels or your energy levels are down really low, you bring in the wrong kind of stuff and not the right kind of stuff. So I was getting to the point where I was getting a little desperate because I was getting scared. Knowing where my mood was and my frequency and all of that stuff was, I was like, I have got to get out of this, as if my life depended on it, because frankly it does. My livelihood, my bank account, my way of living depends on me getting out of this funk that I have been in for the last couple of weeks. And it seems like a lot of the females out there, or feminine energy, is experiencing the same thing based on some of the stuff that I have been watching. It wasn't just me, it is a lot of other people. So I have made some changes, removed some stuff out of my life, not necessarily people. I mean, I've done that for a long time, but I have removed some other things from my life that have been helpful. But I wanted to tell you about a thing that I did on Saturday morning that I think I would call like a reset button. And I want to tell you about that and see if you guys can try it and do it and see if it helps. So Friday night, I've decided that I've got to add more fun into my life, because I have just, for the last, for so long, there's just been a lot of stuff going on and fun hasn't been high priority. And that was probably one of the reasons my vibrations and my frequency was kind of wonky. And so that was priority one, adding more fun into my life and trying to connect in person with more people, because I spend a lot of time here at home by myself, and I do that specifically trying to stay away from negative energies. And I accomplished that, but I've taken away other good parts about being out and around people at the same time. So anyway, Saturday morning, I did a video, or not a video, got up and I did a journaling. I went back and started at the time that I was just graduating high school. Like from the minute that I graduated high school, when life was wide open, when I had the whole world ahead of me, what I could look forward to, what I did for fun, what I was doing for work, when things were a little bit brighter, optimistic wise. And so I started doing that, and I, I wrote out like where I was working and what I did for fun, and kind of continued that throughout my whole life, as like from the time I got out of college, and then when I, got into my first apartment, and who I was hanging out with and what I was doing, and, and just like the ups and downs throughout my whole life, and what was missing and what was in my life during times of stress and struggle, and when things were good, what was going on. And the one thing that I kind of realized was, again, connection and fun was two of the things that I had in my life when life was better. And it didn't have anything to do with the money. It had more to do with just connecting and having the fun part. And so after I got done doing that, I was able to see how far I had come in my life as far as where I'd started out and where I was at now. So I don't want to go back to where I was. I just kind of needed a refocus or a reminder of how far I had come out over the last many years. And so if you guys are finding that you are, I'm going to say fishtailing, because that's kind of how I felt. It was like, I felt like I had one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake. I was kind of fishtailing back and forth and couldn't get any, I couldn't move forward. And that thing on Saturday morning was very pivotal for me, I feel, as far as like a reset button, kind of like we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to erase all of the, kind of stuff over the years that has kind of clogged up the brain, clogged up my energy channels. I don't know, whatever it unclogged, it felt like it unclogged something. It truly felt like it jumped me to a whole new timeline. Kind of like I was at 18, where the whole world was ahead of me. I had put a lot of stuff behind, and so I would like for you guys to try that and see if it works for you. The other thing that I want to do is I want to just do like a quick frequency read, because that's one of the things that I have been doing on my lives on Sunday nights, is seeing where our frequency or vibrations are. I mean, we know we have the Schumann resonance, and I don't understand it very well, to be honest, but I started doing these frequency cards just to kind of figure out where mine was at. And hang on a second. They're back here. I think I moved them. Yeah, here they are. So I'm gonna pull one of these out. Let's just see what comes out, and then I'm gonna pull some cards that I made up of things that we can do to raise our vibrations, raise our frequency, because frankly, it is imperative that we raise our vibrations and our frequencies if we want to accomplish anything. And it seems like a lot of people are struggling right now, and you might as well think of it this way, is your life depends on this, because it kind of does. So let's just see okay, that fell out. Oh, so today's frequency is a 9. That surprises me, because maybe that's my frequency, or maybe that's everybody's frequency. That number won't resonate with everybody, but I am going to pull cards for, we'll say, the collective, or whoever's watching this. There might be 5 people that watch this, and let's just see what, pick a couple, or pick one. That was kind of the homework that I gave everybody last night from the live, was pick one thing this week to do to raise your vibration, as if your life depended on it. And that's how I have looked at this, because I cut out a bunch of different things out of my diet, as far as negative things that might have been messing with my vibrations or my frequency. And in a scientific way, I mean, it's like kind of weird. It's like scientifically, I realized that there were things that I was putting into my body that was probably messing with my vibrations and my frequency, which was not allowing me to bring in the stuff that I was trying to bring in. So I kind of looked at this from a scientific point of view, and it's like, scientifically, what is messing with my vibes? So the first card that fell out was, well, apparently some of you need to go clothes shopping, and that would make you feel better. I could not agree with that more, because hell, I started going back into the closet and looking at some of the stuff that I was wearing last summer, because I got tired of wearing the same stuff all spring. And so yeah, if you've got the money, go out and buy one new outfit. That will definitely raise your vibrations. Whether you're male or a female, you know what? A new shirt, new underwear, anything that will make you feel better. If your life depended on raising your vibrations, and it does, think about it. So what else? I want to get 6 cards out here, and pick one. or 2, whatever. Okay, so there's 3 that just popped out. Self-love, love, and you can give that. Oh, I'm so happy this came out. High vibrational foods. That was one of the first things this word right here, or these words right here, this right here was one of the first things that sent me on this journey when I was laying in bed, feeling sorry for myself a couple of weeks ago, thinking, oh my God, if I do not do something about this, I am going to fail miserably in whatever I am trying to do, because I was, like I said, I was fishtailing, flip-flopping back and forth. And the first thing I thought was like, I need to add more high vibe foods into my diet. Deleting meat for me, I am not judging. I've just done that for me because I was eating meat again and it wasn't making me feel better. So I thought, you know what, if I just eat fruits and vegetables and nuts and plants and whatever, maybe that will help raise my vibration and my frequency. And I got rid of this sugar-free coffee sweetener that I was drinking, and I haven't even had coffee in a week. I started drinking this amazing grass energy stuff, so I love it. And I used to drink that all the time anyway, so that's what I've been drinking first thing in the morning. So I have totally went about the food thing differently than I was from a scientific perspective to raise my vibrations and my frequency, rather than it's not good for my body, it's not good for my manifestation powers, I guess, is where I finally was like, that I can work with. Faith. And let's get one or 2 more. Let's see what else. And this is, like I said, pick one thing to raise your vibrations. And, the one thing that I did is, like, I reached out to a friend over the weekend to meet with her and a couple of people I used to work with at the basket shop. So I'm having lunch with them on Wednesday. Oh, sorry. Some of you need some relaxation. So some of you may be working, overworking, doing too much, and that would raise your vibrations. That totally makes sense. If you are a workaholic and you are a doer, and that's where you get your self-esteem, that's probably one of the things that would raise your vibrations the most, instead of coming home, dropping on the couch as if you are numb, and then doing all the things that you do to numb your pain or your tiredness or whatever. So that's, okay, so that's 6 things. We've got some new clothes, have some faith, get in some high vibrational foods into your diet, love. You can't necessarily receive that. I mean, you can, but you can give that. So if you've got any little kids or anything around, give love. That should make your vibrations raise. Self-love, self-care. I feel like self-care and self-love is kind of in the same boat. And some relaxation, which would also be part of the self-care movement. Self-love, taking care of yourself instead of everybody else. So that is the end of my spiel. I just wanted to share that with you. And if any of you try that reboot, I would be interested in hearing how that worked for you. So I hope everybody has a great week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.